All right, cold start after not touching it for like 2 weeks. Perfect. Bloop. Bloop. Boop. Shoop. .9 gallons. 2.1 gallons. 2.2. How much is that? Okay, you got that. Do the math, me. Looks like we got a little grom coming up. He seemed to like it.
Is that a 9 or a 7?
It's a 9.
Hell yeah.
I won't wheelie it though. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm damn blowing through my fucking clutch.
You're what? Blowing through your clutch? Yeah.
Yeah, it's second clutch already. I'm waiting for my new one to come in, so.
I don't have to use the clutch to get this one up. Just.
Oh yeah, dude, this one's like rev limiter. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
get it to come off.
That's how small bikes are though.
And I got a 450 RL.
450 RL?
Yeah, I got.
That's cool. I'm getting a 701 soon. Husqvarna 701. Yep, because this bike just got too much for me, so I kind of want to go down a little bit, but still keep that power.
Yeah, I like the bike, man. It's really nice though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I drove the Husky. It's a pretty dope bike too. So.
Yeah, and especially the new ones, they got those quick shifters up and down.
Yeah.
Well, this one has a quick shifter up though, but I like that down blip.
Alright, buddy, you have a good one.
You too. Okay, well that was very interesting. I did not expect that. Hello? Hello? Hello, hello? This microphone is awful. I'm gonna have to like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to like, oh my gosh, I didn't have it plugged in all the way. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, now the microphone's plugged in. Now I know it works. All right. Getting off to such a fair start now. I had a red light, but hey, that gives us good opportunities for things. Skirt. Yeah. So, obviously, I'm on my FZ09. 2017. I've owned it for a year. I really love it. It's really fun for multiple reasons. It's got the exhaust. It's got that quick shifter I was talking about earlier. It's got that speed. Let's put it into a speedy mode instead of B mode. Oh my gosh. It still surprises me. Yes, it does have power. Ah, it's so much fun. I love that quick shifter. It is literally what makes this bike. I was planning to buy either an FZ07 or an FZ09, but I saw between the two, this one had a quick shifter, the MT-07 didn't. I gotta get this one. Look at that. Just shift gears while you're on the move. Oh, it is so nice. so nice. Such clean shifts. Quick shifter does do pretty good. I've never ridden any other aftermarket quick shifter or anything like that, or any other bike with, that's a lie. I have rid a BMW GS250, 1250. Its quick shifter was not as good as this one, I feel. Like, you really had to tug on it in order to actually get it to do anything. This one does it so much easier. It's such a nice little blip. The mighty downshift. I guess I'll go over some of the features I love about this bike. So, first off, it's the engine. Sounds so nice. Especially when there's an exhaust on it. This is one of those bikes you gotta get an exhaust for. It just sounds so nice. Alright, concentration through here. Another part I love about it, the power it gives you. It has such nice power anywhere. I'm in 6th gear, you know, I'm not taking it crazy. I'm not going crazy with it, but the bike can go crazy with it, and it just has power everywhere you need it. I also love that this bike is just upright. I've never been on a sport bike before. Well, I've sat on one, but never ridden it. But I just love that this bike is upright. It's just so nice. Yeah, but this bike, there is definitely some like cheap parts. Blinker's pretty bad. You know, this little thing right here wiggles a little bit. Hi, bird. There's just some other quirks about it. Make it kind of goofy. But, I mean, overall, I love the bike. It's such a, like, hoon bike. You can have so much fun on it and goof around. It's just so much fun. It's like the perfect bike for wheelies, but I just can't do wheelies. I'm not there. I'm not good enough. But that's just how it is. Maybe we can get a 0 to 60. Am I going 60 miles an hour yet? Yeah. Yeah, a very slow bike, really tame. Yeah, anyone can handle it. It can be your first bike if you want. No, it's great. Its range is pretty ass, I will say that. It goes like, when you're doing that all the time, it can only go like 100 miles. Maybe 120. Yeah, but right about 100 is when I'm like, okay, I gotta go get gas. It's, you know, that's not very great. My dirt bike, my dual sport, is like the same range as this thing and has a 2-gallon tank, where this is like a 3.7. The lights on this thing at night, they're fine. You can ride in the dark. It's just, it illuminates a square right in front of you. I don't like that. I wish, like, my other bike, it illuminates everything like a car, and that's much more preferable to this. It has so much power. I do not like the so much power. Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of power. That's good for some things, like doing the highway, or, you know, other things. But that's just not what I use it for. You want to race? Like, see, doing 100. It's just fine. It could sit at this speed all day long. It's got the power. But I don't do this very often. And why would you do this on a naked bike? Okay, the wind's actually not that bad right now. But sometimes the wind can be awful. And it's just, like, completely unbearable. This is fine. I'm having a great time, actually. fast lane. We're not going very fast. I do need to get off right there. Get off right where we started. It's a Prius. That's why. Yeah, it's a fantastic bike. I mean, if I was going to do the highway every day, I think I would love it. But, you know, something more suited for my needs would probably be like an MT-07. But I got the 9 again because I just saw it had the quick shifter, so that piqued my interest. And that is one thing. Like, I love this bike because it's got that quick shifter, but the only things I can be using it for is highway. But yeah, see, like there, I was just trying to do a little quick wheelie. Too scary. It's too big. Too much to contain, to deal with, to work with. Just don't want to do that. So getting this as your first bike, or maybe even second bike, like I did, I wouldn't recommend. It's got a little bit too much. You need to get used to more street things with a smaller bike. If you're coming from an MT-07 or something, maybe. The only thing is, for me, it's just got so much weight that you gotta deal with when you're going up and down. Nice blinker, but I'm not gonna use mine either, so it's fine. Let's go look at the park. There's kids in the park. Oh Lord, this is terrifying. What's over there? I'll go in second gear, just to be a little quieter. That's another thing with the exhaust. It is so loud, not very neighborhood safe. Not very neighborhood friendly. But we're not trying to be neighborhood friendly, right? We're on an MT-09 after all. Amphitheater. What is this place? Speed limit 14.5. What does that mean? And a half? What? You just gotta go in a half miles an hour. I'm going 14. I don't have it at half. I round up to 60. Yeah, I guess to conclude now. The bike is great. The bike is fun. The bike is fantastic. But it's just got a little bit too much for me. You can, if you can handle those higher speeds that this thing likes to be at, and likes to do, and like even handle its weight and such, then yeah, this bike's pretty good. However, I'm not quite there where I can completely handle the weight and monstrosity this thing is. I can handle its speed pretty well. Oh, I guess one thing. One thing about this bike though, because I started on it as my like first road bike and street bike, is it's my bad habit bike. It taught me a lot of bad habits. So like it taught me to be hesitant when getting on the throttle. It taught me to, you know, really let out the clutch nicely so I don't accidentally jerk it up. And it taught me to just be a slower and more scared rider. Because, you know, on my other bikes that are a little bit smaller than this one, I have so much fun on. I can just whip them around, do a whole bunch of other things, and have so much fun on them. Whereas on this one, I still have a lot of fun. But it's just like, okay, I gotta be careful when I'm doing this. Like, I have a KLX 230 dual sport. I could go around corners on that super quickly. Just like no one's business. It's just to whip around that corner. On this one, I slow down. I'm like, okay, make sure the rear wheel doesn't spin. Make sure I don't get on the throttle as I'm going through it. And all these other things that I'm just worried about. Whereas on this one, yeah, I'm just more hesitant about things. And I'm just like, I'm scared of the bike. So I need a bike that I don't need to be scared of, which is just a smaller bike for me. So yeah, I've been riding it for a year, and I'm still not completely confident on this bike. You know, if I was confident enough, I'd be doing wheelies, I'd be trying to do stoppies, or sliding out the rear wheel and having fun. Maybe even, I don't know, goof off-road with this or something. But I'm scared to do that. I just don't want to drop it. I'm like, it's too pretty to do anything to, so I just treat it normal and ride it like not having fun like it's supposed to. So that's why I feel like I just need a smaller bike to thoroughly enjoy. Maybe you're not in my position. Maybe you've gone to an MT-07. MT-07 is just getting kind of boring for you. You need a faster bike. You need to do more. Then yes, this is the bike to get. I mean, this thing can kind of keep up with a sport bike. I think it's actually faster than sport bikes, anywhere under 100 miles an hour. This, I mean, I love this bike. It's a fantastic bike, but just doesn't suit me. I have other needs. This doesn't fit them. Okay, well, I think that about wraps this video up. I don't got anything else to say. I'm just gonna leave it there. Sick. There. That was a little wheelie. Those are just power wheelies, though. Alright, that's all I had to say.